in a marriage, sometimes it can feel alone. You can't feel like, oh, my marriage is doomed. We arguing all the time, but what
Nobody
you understand,
understands.
no one understands. Is what you don't understand is a lot of us do understand.
Yeah.
So that was the whole birth of Marriage Works, is so we can create events, outings, vacations, retreats, conversations.
We raised up and said it takes a village to raise kids. But all it takes a village to keep marriages together. Because when you're going through something and we're going through something and we both can conversate on it and give you a different perspective of looking at it.
Yes.
So while you've been married, what have you learned about yourself?
So I would say I've learned good things, I've learned bad. One thing I've learned about myself is that I have to take responsibility and accountability for me. I can't always look at him and point the finger. Like Tasha, quit pointing that finger and look back at you. How can you help that situation? How can you help him? How can you meet where he is?
Right.
So I would definitely say it gave me a greater look of my self-reflection.
Honestly, I learned about me is that I have to communicate. I have to take the good with the bad and not just take the role of a man and say, it's this way. It's not this way. It's two conjoined to one. I learned to take heed, look for signs, and understand.
Yeah. What has kept you pushing for your marriage, fighting for your marriage?
I would honestly say during your hard times, that's when you talk about that foundation. It's good to have a solid foundation. That prayer life is what kept me. I can say my prayer life with God, being able to anoint Him when I feel that we are at a disarray, and it's a continued disarray, being able to go to prayer and, being able to get on my knees and pray for Him and I, in those times.
You got a person who sowed a seed into me that gave me a different birth of life. You know what I'm saying? I tell all the time, I'm only who I am and the man I am because you would not ease up and let me fall short. So with me knowing where I came from, what I overcame, and where we at now, I can't do nothing but choose to love you for the rest of my life. It's not that I can't live without you, I just choose not to live without you.
That's the key.
You are my everything.
Oh, look at that. Would be, if you could give any advice to a younger, newlywed couple, what would it be?
Start from the door with open communication. Put out the platforms of what you want in life without telling lies. Get that clear understanding of, basically, first you need to find out within yourself what you want in life, where you want to be, what's your goals, and then find your common denominator in a person that's willing to change or help you build your goals.
Definitely talk about all things each other. And when I say all things, I mean how many kids you want. Let's talk about your family. What your family dynamic look like. Let's talk about what my family dynamic look like. Let's talk about where we want to stay. Do you like country life, city life? What type of, are you wanting a wife to be a home wife, or can I have a career plus kids plus wife? Like, talk about all things, even though those things will change, because sometimes life throws us curves, so it will change, or that person will change. But at least you have a common, like you said, a common ground of what the expectations.
Number one, do you believe in God?
Exactly. That is
He's the head of your life.
He's the head of your life.
Is He who we gonna cry out to in our darkest time?
Because they can come.
If that ain't it, then you know it's time to.
Yes. And the reason we say that, because we have been together so long. When I was at my weakest moment, this man covered me in prayer. He hugged me. He prayed for me when I couldn't pray for myself. That's why I say you need to know your partner. and not the partner you want them to be. Yes, have expectations for your partner, but don't think that that partner, if you can't live with the person that he is today, then don't go and say I do to the person you think he's going to be tomorrow.
Amen.
Because he might not change.
He may not change, or she. It could be either or. He
You
or
gotta
she.
be able to weigh the good with the bad.
Yes.
Because ain't no relationship perfect.
Perfect. No. None.
Next question is, do you recommend marriage?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And why?
I even tell him, if God took me home today, get you another wife.
Yeah.
And he says that. He says that.
And the
And I
reason why I
get
say
it.
that
I get it. Because marriage is a beautiful thing. The world, you know, another reason I have to revert back to marriage works. Another reason we birth marriage works is because we both feel like the world will cash in and talk about how to be single, how to party, how to this, how to that, but then they don't show how a marriage can be as beautiful. Like I party with my husband.
Yeah.
Like we love music.
Have a good time.
We have a good time together. So I will say yes, I would. And we do. We do.
There's nothing more greater than having that significant other to come home to share life with,
Share life
to build something with, to have ownership with, to go through those tough times,
Yes.
to have someone to build you up when you're down. You know?
Your
Because
forever best friend.
That's it. You're forever. Because
your forever
nobody
best
else is guaranteed to be there.
Yeah.
You know, nah.
A beautiful thing. Elaine, and just reminiscing on your love, I want to ask, do you guys have anything that you want to say to each other?
Let me tell you this. I thank you for choosing me. I thank you for being my life partner. No, life ain't been easy. No, I ain't been the easiest person to deal with. But I gave you everything I had. And by far, you've been the best decision I ever made. And I thank God every day.
God, when he gave me you, he did the ultimate to have that person come the strongest, where I could lean on, or to have that person that we can be as goofy and laugh. You know, those are the times that I can honestly say that I thank God for. Yeah, you've done it all for me. But the things that mean most to me is those times that is priceless. You can't.
Your sausage and biscuit.
My sausage and biscuit. And look, I'm gonna tell you one quick thing. He's talking about the sausage and biscuit. Is because when we first got together, my birthday came up and we was poor. Then girl, we didn't have 2 quarters.
Yeah.
And he knew he worked at the Pancake House. And he knew I love sausage and biscuit. So he brought me home a birthday card and a sausage and biscuit.
Single roll.
And a single rose. And I talk about that because that's the one. And you have to understand, this man done took me, girl, we done been apart
Everywhere.
from the world and everything.
But that sausage and biscuit.
What I talk about is the sausage and biscuit in that rose
You know,
with
it's
that
crazy
card.
that and I hear more about a
Sausage and biscuit than that ring. I'm telling you, that's beautiful. But
That's
you
because he knew me.
exactly.
You know,
he listened to me.
knew-
He seen
was
you.
He seen me. So
Thank you guys for joining. Celebrate marriage is a beautiful thing, and just watching your love is mind blowing, and it has blessed me. So I want you guys to keep going, and just know that your love story is going to inspire and bless somebody else.